What is happening, guys? Matt Martin is back again in where we are. So let's get into it. So, guys, do my home workouts and everything else like that. I know it's tough right about now with the lockdown. So if you're at home, you're doing your thing, trying to stay positive as far as you reasonably can. It's very difficult. I personally miss the gym. I'm at the point now where I've just been trying to do my best to do home workouts, but again, snacking with food and everything else, and because you're not leaving the home as much, it's difficult to burn off those extra calories. So I just thought I would just do maybe something just for maybe take your mind off it when you're doing your workouts and what you should potentially, if you want to go and check out these fragrances. Four designer fragrances that I have in my collection that I wear when I'm going to the gym. Not in any particular order, it's just really what I like to smell. Often you find that it's going to be slightly more citric with these fragrances. And again, we're talking designer fragrances, so you don't really want to be spending, in my opinion, for gym scents. I won't necessarily be spending more than about 50, 60 pounds. I think that's quite a bit. Probably get these a lot cheaper. And just to keep it in vibe with what's a lot cheaper, the very first one I'm going to rock here. And this one is, and I keep forgetting the name of this one, or the Lacoste White, Lacoste Noir. No, it's not Noir. It's Blanc. Why have I said Noir? Anyway, so ultimately, guys, I mean, this one is some people say you get this sort of like Bloody Chanel sort of vibe coming from this one. A little bit of a like, in my opinion, it's very like a grapefruit fragrance. It's nice, it's clean, it's fresh. I think I actually got, this is 100 ml. I think I actually got this one for about £20. And you can see the way the spray is looking as well. Don't want to spray it now. Spray some of the fragrances, but ultimately the way the spray is looking, guys, this is one of those fragrances that is quite a nice fresh type of fragrance. Good quality fragrance in respect of what you get for what you pay, probably around £20, £25. Again, nice spray, nice touch. Key notes about this one: you have cardamom, you have some grapefruit, you have some sort of lemon notes in there, slightly citric. And again, in the base, you have a slightly more sort of woodsy leather note. This one seems to be slightly more focused towards the freshness side of things. And as you can imagine, being a white, sort of like fresh, newly washed, maybe newly fresh washed clothes, you do get that type of, how could I say, like a lemon, grapefruit, how could I say, detergent type of smell, which is not a bad thing. It's just fresh, guys. It's a nice fragrance. Lasting power for me, probably easily get probably about 2 hours, give or take. Bear in mind, guys, this is one to be worn in a high heat. So for me, I don't wear it that often. It is a nice fragrance, and it does give me, again, the lasting power that I want when I'm in the gym. I can smell this one. I can spray it before I start doing my workout. My sessions probably last around about 40 minutes, so 45 minutes. So if I'm doing a lot of cardio, obviously this one's just pumping off your skin because, again, the heat. When you spray this one, guys, again, it gives that sort of scent trail, gives that bubble, and hey, you get noticed in the gym with this one. I do not think this is a bad fragrance whatsoever, and I think it's one of those ones that sometimes can go under the radar. I'm just having a look, and some people have actually compared this one to 8.0 from Zara. So, if you understand that fragrance, you've seen it, I've done reviews on that one before. That one has like a watermelon note in there, or some sort of watery notes, and some musk. And this one, you definitely get that musk, you get the woodsy notes, you get the leather, you get this grapefruit. I can't necessarily say watermelon to my nose, but equally the Noir version does have watermelon in it and some chocolate. So this one maybe has it in there, something along those lines. It smells similar. Not a bad fragrance, guys. 20, £25. Can't do very wrong with that one. Just to change it up. So our next one I'm going to come out with is this one, and this is from Prada, and this is Luna Rossa Carbon. So this, in my opinion, I sprayed this one not too long ago. This one is a nice fragrance in respect of this type of, how could I say, if you imagine Dior Sauvage without the metallic element, and also with a slightly, not quite gourmand, but like a sweeter tone to it. Very not, as I say, it's not metallic, but you're picking up on a note in this one, which I'm trying to work out what a fruity note is in there. Aquatic notes, charcoal apparently. It's got some ambroxan in the base, there's some patchouli as well, some bergamot, some spices, and some lavender. For me, there's this sort of sweet, maybe like a sweet lemon in there as well, which isn't necessarily on fragrance from what I can see, but it's like a sweet lemon note in there that I pick up on, in addition to all these other notes and these other layers. And this one is, again, it's a flank to Luna Rossa, so it's not necessarily as, how can I say, it's not going to be a heavy fragrance. It's definitely one that, in my opinion, you can wear to the gym with the sweetness. You get it's slightly more probably masculine than the previous one I talked about with Lacoste. But at the same time with this, you do get this element of, how could I say, like a sort of dirty sweet note, if that makes sense. So the dirt notes probably come from the patchouli, gives it that sort of base note, and at the same time with the sweet lemon, slightly with the ambroxan as well, so you're getting a slightly sort of salty note as well with the Dior Sauvage. And in my opinion, guys, I've not sprayed I mean, and you can see how much juice I have in that one. And I think I've had this probably for about a year or so. And this is just when I go to the gym. So quick spray, quick spray. I don't go crazy, but I'm just saying, put what you need to put on, guys. You'll be smelling fresh. And again, you get this sort of lemon type of vibe going on with it. Again, a little touch of the Sauvage. I think Sauvage in the gym may be a little bit too heavy, in my opinion. Some people like it. I've not worn that fragrance for so long. I don't know how that would work in the gym. But by all means, this one, it does its job. You get what you pay for. And again, you do get a sort of sea salt note going on from Luna Rossa. So it's a good fragrance, guys. You probably get this one on sale, actually, this particular version. And I think I probably paid around about maybe £30, £40. Slightly more than I'd like to pay for a gym scent, but nonetheless, it's there and it's ready to go. Next one, again, with this common theme, and we're going to go with this one. And as you can see, guys, this is Kuchi Guilty. This one ultimately smells like, actually doesn't ultimately smell like, it's actually got a clone of, so they've cloned it, actually, not Gucci's cloned this one, but Zara did a clone for Silver Man, which again you could probably get about £10 or so. This one, however, was given to me as a gift, so shout out to the person who gave me this. I know who you are. But ultimately, I mean, again, you're getting this type of you're getting this grapefruit note in there, which is nice. It's nice, it's fresh, it's clean. I'm seeing if there's anything else that really stands out to me in this one. But it's one of those fragrances, guys, in my opinion, it's one of the probably, how could I say, better ones when it comes to cleanness. You do get your, how could I say, you're not going to get much by way of spending too much from what I've seen on this one. And at the same time, you do get your longevity. Easily in the gym, I can get around about, I don't know, 3 hours. And when I say 3 hours, imagine you want an hour in the gym, you leave the gym and you can still smell it on you. That's how it feels for me on my skin. It's not for everybody. It's one of those fragrances which, again, not everybody likes because it is a little bit linear in that you won't necessarily get much beyond this grapefruit note. Just looking at the notes there, it's saying that it's got this lemon, lavender, and again in the base you've got this cedar wood patchouli, and you've got some vanilla in there. I personally don't pick up on the heavy base notes, to be honest. Yeah, I'm picking up on, you get the lemon note in there, but I'm picking up on the grapefruit also. It's a nice fragrance. I don't think it's a bad one. It's fresh. Again, you get this sort of lemon pledge type of smell going on. And you get some compliments. I've had some compliments wearing this one, more to do with just more the freshness aspect of it. So if you can get this one on sale, again, it is a linear fragrance. It's not necessarily one of the best fragrances in my opinion, but at the same time, it's a linear fragrance. And I do not mind spending, £20, £30 if I know I'm going to get some quality out there. Equally, I think you wouldn't do too badly if you're just going to get the Zara Silverman Spirit or whatever it's called, or Silverman. You'll be fine with that one. This one, however, as I say, it's just an okay fragrance, just linear. But again, for the gym, you want to smell fresh, you want to smell clean. It's not bad. As it goes, I'm just seeing like the things coming across my screen. People keep sending these messages. As it goes, guys, this is probably the best one in my opinion for my collection. I personally don't necessarily use that many fragrances when I go to the gym anyway, and I definitely don't spray that much. But in my opinion, this is the one where I've had compliments from men and from women asking me what is that fragrance. And this is one of those fragrances, again, Luna Rossa Sport. And this is one of those ones which, again, slightly more pricey. Definitely more pricey. I mean, this one was coming in, I think, around about £50-60, and this is the 100ml. It's one I've had for a while now, and again, you do get a sea salt note in there. It's a nice fragrance. This one is slightly more, how could I say, gourmand, so to speak, compared to the carbon version. According to this, again, we have some, I believe it's like a juniper note. Yes, juniper note in there with some ginger, some cinnamon, not cinnamon, sorry, vanilla. So again, that's where the gourmand element's coming from. You do get some tonka bean as well, so it's giving a level of creaminess, and also some lavender in there. So there's a common theme of some lavender in the notes, but these two differ, where this one's going slightly more along this sort of carbon route, where you get this more ambroxan note, and again, this sort of charcoal note going on, whereas this one takes it slightly more fresh, slightly more sort of like, I don't want to say peppery, but you do get sort of spicy note to some extent, sea salt note in there as well. This one probably reminds you slightly more of like crashing waves when it comes to this smell, but again, there's a sweetness to it which is coming from the tonka bean. So for me, I've worn this one. You don't have to go too heavy on the sugar in the gym, because again, the level of heat that you're going to be pumping off, when you're just doing the cardio or whatever it may be, you could be on the treadmill, and you're definitely going to get that centro, you're going to get that bubble around you. People are smelling it. I was doing some weights, I'm doing my stuff, and people are like, whoa, you smell that. One guy come over and asked me, hey, what's that fragrance? What's that fragrance? I said, yeah, Luna Rossa Sport, bitch. And this was the one. This was the one. So ultimately, guys, All in all, as I say, it's one of those things at the moment where I'm just looking through what I've got in my collection. Some things I've not talked about, some of these fragrances I have, other fragrances I'll need to mention as well very shortly. But at the same time, guys, if you're interested in these fragrances, by all means, go and get them, check them out. I would recommend this, probably this one. If you're thinking of buying a fragrance for, you could wear this one casually as well. It doesn't have to be just the gym, but casual fragrances, but ultimately for the gym, this is one that's going to get you some compliments, guys. At the same time, hopefully, things go back to normal, you're going for your jog or whatever it may be, you'll definitely get sent trail with this one. So by all means, guys, thank you very much. If this has saved you some time and some money, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.